Hey guys. I am going crazy. My Facebook is going crazy. My Messenger is going crazy. My phone's going crazy. All of you guys coming to say congratulations, shouting me out, giving me all these props. I'm loving it. Thank you. I have to say though that I sitting here and seeing my name everywhere and people just being like, oh my gosh, can you believe this? Can you believe Amanda Blackson just went platinum? I'm like, that's so weird. Like, it's so surreal to see my name being announced for something that my whole team did. And so I was like, this is crazy because I don't feel like I went platinum. I feel like the Bombshells went platinum. I feel like my whole team went platinum, and I know that they feel that way too. And so I can't even express to you how grateful we are as a team to be recognized for how hard we've worked. I would be lying if I said that I don't think we deserve it or that I don't think we have earned it. And I just want to give some shout outs to those girls because these girls, goodness sakes, when they said they were coming to town, they meant they were coming to town. They are the epitome of hustlers. They are the epitome of hard workers. They bust it out every single day, and they are the reason that I am getting all the recognition right now. And so I just can't let that go unnoticed because, to physically go platinum, you need 4 bronzers, 4 active beauty tainers, $75,000 in volume, and I can't do that by myself. And it's them. And so I have some awesome things to share with you. I want to give a couple shout outs to Cindy Carnes, Heather Marks, Molly Bertram, and Rachel Smith. Those are the 4 bronzers that made this happen. And then there are a team of about 500 ladies that every little bit counts. Every single smack mascara that you sold or 2-minute tie over, every single bit of what you've done is what has allowed our team to excel. And I just can't say thank you enough for that because it's helping your family, it's helping my family, and we are in this together. And I know that all of you have known that from the start. So it just coming into Tyra Beauty from another company has not been the easiest thing. I don't talk about it. I don't dwell on it. I do not let it get in my way. However, it is there. And it's there when it comes to comparison for me. I compare, this business to that business. Thankfully, that's okay in this instance. $80,000 in volume, which is where we're at right now, took me 5 months in my previous company. So there's always going to be that comparison, and there's always going to be that feeling, I definitely got the closure on it, but, just that feeling of lives that I wanted to change, or lives that I wanted to assist in changing, and I just wasn't able to do that. And so sometimes I think I'll always feel a little bit sad about that, but I have definitely learned that with opportunity comes risk and reward, and that some people just can't risk their livelihood or whatever it is. And so I'm okay with that. And I'm definitely okay with the fact that the girls that are on my team were not afraid to risk whatever they needed to risk, whether that was their full-time job because they needed to give more time to Tyra, whether it was a company that they were with a few years ago that they're still holding on to. We have girls on our team from all walks of life. And so it has been a pleasure to see them come in and just take this and run with it. And I want to let you guys know, I've gotten messages all morning. How did you do it? How are you going platinum right now after 3 weeks? What is the deal? And there's a few things that I wanted to share. I saw that Heather Marks commented on a post today, and somebody had said, how are you guys doing it? And she said, you know what? We live Tyra Beauty. We get up and we go to work. And when the livelihood of your family or your finances are on the line, you don't give any other option. And that really struck me because it kind of brought things into perspective. Like, okay, if I look at my mom, for example, okay, she works at a college, and I'm like, if she had to walk away from that right now, and Tyra Beauty was all that she had, she would make it work. She is a beauty trainer for Tyra Beauty, by the way. Hope she sees this and says, that gives me a little thinking to do. Anyways, but anybody, I think of anybody, and I think that any of you, if you were to think right now, if you lost your job, if you walked away from your job for whatever reason, and you only had Tyra Beauty, would you make it work? Would you sleep? Would you put things off? What would you risk in order to make sure that your family didn't go without? And when Heather said a couple of things that made me, go down that train of thought this morning, I thought, you know what? That is absolutely right. And then I was on the corporate call, and it was driven even that much further. And I was like, I'm on the right track today. And just hearing, comparing yourself to others, it's, like Anita said this morning, comparison is not just the thief of joy. It is also the thief of success. And then she talked about, someone that she knew, and this person having an awesome body and 0% body fat. And she's like, and I sat there and I'm like, oh, why? I want that. Everybody wants that. Everybody wants success. Everybody wants the title. Everybody wants the money. Everybody wants the body. Everybody wants the looks. Everybody wants all of that. But are you willing to do what it takes to get there? And Anita, she cracks me up because she said, and I was like over here with my chocolate chip cookie, like, I don't know, I'm not really ready for that. And that brought everything full circle for me, because I'm like, you know what? I'm one of the hardest working people that I know, and I won't ever take that away from myself. I am the first person up in my house, and I'm the last person to bed. If I can make it to bed. Since starting with Tyra, I have probably pulled 1 to 2 overnighters a week because I knew that I had to. I knew that if I didn't give this everything, that I could lose everything. And I was not willing to even give that a second thought. For me, coming into Tyra Beauty was like, it is go time. It is not an option to not make it to the top. It's just about how fast are we going to get there. And with that, anybody can say that. Anybody can say, oh, I'm going to the top, because that's what we all want. And we can fake it till we make it. And we all know that. But there comes a time where you have to realize the actions that have to come in order for that to happen. And so when I hear people in this industry say, I skipped sleep, I took naps, I worked the time zones, I worked around the clock, I skipped meals, I skipped laundry, I'm like, that's like the story of my life the last 3 weeks. When you can put yourself in that position and say, will I lose sleep? Am I willing to eat out instead of cooking tonight? Am I willing to turn the TV off? Am I willing to, let the phone ring and not answer it right now because I'm busy working on something? Am I willing to, when I pick up the phone, not call my sister and gab about whatever, and instead pick it up and call a prospect or a customer? Am I willing to eat macaroni and cheese at 3 o'clock in the morning because I realize I haven't eaten in 48 hours? Are you willing to do all that? Are you willing to let the dishes pile up? Are you willing to let the laundry pile up? Are you willing to not match your socks? Are you willing to not mow the yard? Are you willing to let things go and sacrifice things right now so that it will pay off later? And that was an answer that I said yes to every single time. Every single time. And I had to. I had to tell my spouse, I need your help. I need your help more. And thankfully, he is over and beyond willing to do that because I couldn't do it. I couldn't do this by myself with 6 kids and the laundry and the baseball and the dinner and the everything. The keeping them entertained. I couldn't do it. And some people don't have that. So if you don't have that, you have to make up for it somewhere else. I couldn't do it without telling my kids, I'm going to have my phone in my face a lot. I'm probably going to miss a baseball game or 2. That's tough. I haven't had to miss anything. But am I willing to miss a baseball game so that we can always afford baseball from now on? Yes. There were so many things that I sat and thought to myself in the beginning of this, that what, when, and where was I willing to sacrifice in order to give this everything that I had? I have sacrificed a lot, and my team has sacrificed a lot, and I think that that's the epitome of what it takes. I don't know if you can see this, but if you can see my sink right there full of dishes, then that is the exact point that I am making. Nathaniel, before he went to the grocery this morning, was like, do not touch those dishes. I will get them when I get home. You make your video. And so that's the way that it's had to go around here. I've ordered pizza more times than I wanted to. I have dipped out early from gatherings more than I wanted to. I've had my face in my phone and missed a ball game or a play that I wish I wouldn't have. But I know that all of this is to prepare my family for the rest of our lives. And it's to prepare the families of my teammates for the rest of their lives. And I've got girls that are going places. I've got girls that are going to quit their jobs this year. I've got girls that are going to retire their husbands this year. And they keep me going. You know, when I talk about macaroni and cheese at 3 or 4 in the morning, you do what you got to do. You get a little bit on your stomach and you just keep moving. And I don't know how else to be right now. I don't even know that I could do it any other way. I probably will have to teach myself how to slow down, because right now I don't know what that feels like. But I've rambled now at this point. That's what I'm doing. But I just want to say thank you. Thank you for your support and for your well wishes, for your congrats, for your orders, for those of you that tried the product. Thank you to my team. And I couldn't do it without you guys. I know that you guys are the reason that I started this. And I've got a lot of seats right next to me at Platinum that I can't wait to fill up. Whether it's my team or your team, I just can't wait because the journey is so exciting. And don't forget to look right now at where you are and ask yourself every day, am I doing everything that I can be doing to be where I want to be? You may not want to be platinum. You may want to be gold. You may want to be bronzer. You may be shooting for bling this month. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter what your goal is. It matters, are you doing what you need to do to get there? If it's a huge BFOG, as we call it, are you putting things aside? Are you turning the TV off? Are you taking time from work? You know, are you staying home if you can, or coming home early if you can? What are you doing? Are you staying in on Friday night instead of going out? Are you skipping lunch on Saturday with your mom because you're just like, I have to get this couple extra hours in, let's do next week? Or are you going and cutting it short just a little bit? Everyone's family is extremely important. So I don't ever want to think, I don't want you to think that I'm like, oh, just ditch your family. But do things in moderation, because the time right now is everything. And what you're doing right now is going to multiply. And then it's going to multiply again. And then it's going to multiply again. That's how this industry works. So ask yourself, what did I do today that could multiply? And if I only did a little bit, that's okay. I just need to make sure that my goals have the expectations of a little bit. And if your goals are huge, they need to have the expectation of a lot of it. And if your expectations need to be a lot of it, you've got some work to do. And that's okay too. Just figure it out. Sit down and write it out and say, this is what I'm gonna do. And then literally put one foot in front of the other and you'll be there. Honestly, I said at the beginning of this month, I'm going platinum. That's it. There was a bonus on the line. I knew that I had walked away from an income. This is what I'm doing. And still, every day, I had to work towards it. I couldn't just expect that it was going to happen. I had to go do it. Action is what's needed. The action behind your steps is what's going to create that success for you. And sometimes it's just the small daily efforts will add up. It will grow and blossom. But if you're not sharing it anywhere or with anybody, then you just haven't gotten started yet. Get started. You have to get started to go somewhere. You have to get started to go platinum. And so I can't wait. I can't wait to see the journey of all of you guys. I couldn't be more honored to be paving the way. I couldn't be more blessed to say that I'm your leader and that I will show you how to get there in numerous ways. I'll show you how to get there if you need pushed. I'll show you how to get there if you need to slow down. I'll show you how to get there with dignity and class and the right way. And I'm proud to say that. So thank you to all of you guys. My heart goes out to you. If you knew how many tears I had shed today, reading all your messages, you might be surprised. I've redone my eye makeup quite a few times. So I love you all, and thank you, thank you, thank you.